Birdwatching is a fun hobby. Today we're going to get some tips on birdwatching with Joel Van Rukel. Joel, welcome to the show.
Oh, thanks for having me here.
Why do people birdwatch? What are the benefits of that?
Birdwatching is a great activity for anybody, any age. It's fun, it's easy, it gets people outdoors, but those people that are inside, they can still birdwatch too. They've done it since they were little kids all the way up until they're seniors. It's a great thing.
What kind of equipment do I need to go birdwatching?
Birdwatching takes very basic equipment. If you can look out a good window, you've got something to birdwatch with. Otherwise, you want to grab a nice guidebook, and a pair of binoculars are really helpful.
Can you give me some tips on the binoculars?
Sure. Binoculars make birds easier to see, but sometimes it's hard to find things when they've been magnified so many times.
Okay.
So what you want to do is spot a bird off in the distance, focus in, and then bring those binoculars right up to where your eyes are already looking.
And after you see the bird and note characteristics, then you write it down. I see you have a little notebook there.
Yeah, it's a great thing when you're birding to keep a journal. You can keep this for your entire life of all the different birds and species you've seen, and it's almost like keeping a diary for yourself. And avid birders do this forever and ever.
All right, and then the field guide, are there any tricks to using this effectively?
When you start out, most field guides, you're going to start recognizing birds by their general shape and size. And a lot of guides have a shadowed image in the corner, so if you open it up, you can recognize, oh, am I looking at a big eagle, or am I looking with a bird with long, skinny legs that might be found on a shoreline? And then it gets you right into the areas where you need to be to identify something.
How do I go about attracting birds?
The best way to attract birds is to put food out. You put free food out and somebody will show up.
What's this? This
is safflower seed, and it is a seed that cardinals, a bird we have common around here, will be attracted to. So knowing, if you want to attract specific kind of birds, knowing what they eat is very helpful. We have another seed back here, and this is called black oil sunflower seed, which is great. It's healthy for the birds, and it attracts a huge variety from cardinals to chickadees, titmouse. Those are all common birds we'd have around here. And it helps bring them in closer to where you want them to be so you can see them.
And these are just platform feeders that you've set out here?
Yeah, these are very basic. You can see it's just a flat board with some edges to keep the seed from blowing off. And we've incorporated them into an area where a bird would feel safe. They don't want to be right in the middle of a big open area where they would feel like they could be preyed upon.
And when you put the feeders around your house, it probably makes a difference where you put those feeders?
Right. A lot of birds will come close to your windows on a hanging feeder. Some of them will be a little bit further away, and a lot of birds like to eat right off the ground, so they'll eat the seeds that the other birds knock out of the feeder. So you want to put them someplace where you can see them up above the ground, and you want to be able to see what's on the ground too, so you don't miss the birds that are in all those different levels.
And so it's good to identify what kind of birds you want to attract and then place the feeders at the right areas.
Right. If you don't know anything about the birds in your area, you can contact a local Audubon, look them up on the web, and you can learn what might be in your area and gear your seed towards those birds. Finding birds involves knowing what their habitat is. Right. We're not going to find a bald eagle right here at these platform feeders, but we are close to a large water source and we have big trees, and once in a while we do get bald eagles here. Knowing what the bird's habitat is helps to incorporate where you're going to see it. You're not going to find your owls that are arboreal in the middle of a desert. So knowing where you are and what might be there helps you when you're bird watching.
Great. Thanks, Joel. Now stay tuned for some more tips from Living the Country Life.
Looking for the latest gadgets and gear? Check out these cool country tools. Feed your feathered friends in style with the Garden Song Birdfeeder line. Choose from a unique selection of feeders, many with patented features like rotating perches or rings that declump wet seed. Built from sturdy clear plastic, they are durable, practical, and provide easy viewing. Control mosquitoes safely with non-toxic Mosquito Dunks. Small and safe to use around kids, pets, and livestock, the Dunks release a biological larvicide deadly only to mosquito larvae. Place them in any standing water ranging from fish habitats to watering troughs to bird baths. Stop the skeeters before they start flying with Mosquito Dunks. Haul it all with the DR Power Wagon. Built to handle all types of terrain, pile on up to 800 pounds of topsoil, gravel, firewood, whatever you need to move, the Power Wagon can do the job. This versatile vehicle features power reverse, hand-actuated disc brakes, and a latching dump body. Hitch up and head out with the Swisher Trailmowers. These rugged mowers can attach to an ATV or to a lawn tractor to act as a wing mower. The mowers feature a heavy steel deck that adjusts easily to match tractors and an exclusive bumper roller system to protect against damage to trees and shrubs. Suck the muck without emptying your pond. The ingenious underwater Muck Vac hooks easily to your garden hose, letting you vacuum away muck, sand, and fish waste. Powerful enough to clean up, it's also gentle enough to leave fish and plants in place while you clean. It's also great for fountains, kiddie pools, and spas. To get your cool country tools, log on to livingthecountrylife.com.